Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Coffee Talks with JAG. I am your host, JAG, and today I want to talk about the animation sequences for the upcoming Sonic Origins. A lot of Sonic goodness coming our way. We have Sonic Frontiers, a new game coming out this year. The holiday 2022, I think, is coming. Like they say it's coming, or a trailer's dropping, but we have that. We have Sonic Origins coming out in June, the birthday of my month, which is going to be exciting. I went out and got myself Sonic Colors Ultimate, so you guys will be probably seeing gameplay footage on that once I get good at it. But other than that, today's video is just going to be about me talking about animation. For those of you that do not know, I am a director, producer of digital animation, and I am writing a comic book right now called Food Crisis Galaxy Saga, and I'm producing that and all that. It'd be great. It's going to be a webtoon comic series, so fun to do that. But I love storytelling, and that's why I want to talk about storytelling in this animation type thing. So what we're going to do is, just like all my other videos, we're going to watch the video, and then we're going to talk about the video and commentary, and then I'm going to do my final thoughts on the video itself. So, without further ado, please leave a like on the video. It will mean a lot to me. And subscribe for more video content like this. And comment below, what do you guys think of Sonic Origins? Do you guys like it? Do you guys love it? Do you guys like the animation style or not? Please write down below. And what are you looking for in Sonic? It is the year of Sonic, it seems, right? So yeah, 30 years of Sonic has been growing ever since 1991 and is still booming today. So let's go ahead and talk about the video, and here we go with the watch first. So for starters, I would like to say I really like this opening sequence of Sonic appearing out of the ring with the wings in the back and the ribbon that's going to say Sonic the Hedgehog in the front, or in this case, Sonic Origins, right? I like that. I like his finger wagging with a smirk. It really gives a refreshed look of the original classic Sega Sonic the Hedgehog game that came out in 1991. And I like that they're doing that in the fresh 2D animation style. I really would like this style to be influential in this. And I believe the reason why they showed this style the way it is because it's going to go into the anniversary mode. It's almost like they did this on purpose. Like, this is the version they want you to play as Sonic Origins. This version. You know, they did it for a reason. They did it for the marketing ploy of getting new Sonic fans and even the older Sonic fans to understand more of the lore that's canon in the Sega Sonic the Hedgehog universe of video games and other media. And seeing this really brings that nostalgic factor. It does. Like, I feel good. I feel happy about just seeing this opening little bit. Just this little bit alone just makes me feel happy and good. And to me, it's very impressive to see Sonic become important again in the classic sense of 2D. So far and so much have we gone into 3D era of Sonic. It wasn't until Sonic Mania came out that people really started to really love the 2D platform of Sonic. But people still love the 3D modern look and style of Sonic. they don't really care for the classic Sonic. It's just not their cup of tea. But this is cool because it's making us care about the classic Sonic the Hedgehog games that started everything. And using that formula in this style of animation really gives off, I want to see this, I want to play this, and is this look and style going to be in the game? And it is. It's confirmed that there's going to be animated cutscenes in Sonic Origins, and that the animated cutscenes are going to be introduced in the overall games as story arcs within each game. And it's going to be a continuing game for Anniversary Mode. There's going to be other modes like Classic Mode, which is the classic version of the games we all know and love. The remastered versions, which is remastered versions of the games they did for the mobile apps and digital streaming games and things like that. And then the Anniversary Mode. The Anniversary Mode is more likely going to be this. It's going to be an animated story that progresses into the gameplay. And that's really, really cool. And just seeing this really, really sparks a very unique sense of nostalgia. I don't know about you. If you do have nostalgia, kind of seeing this in a fresh take, comment down below what you guys think. And if you don't, please comment down below why you don't really care for this at all and things like that. But I like animation, and I love the design that they made in this in the 2D style. And having Sonic, right there, wagging his finger, showing us, are you ready for this? Are you ready for Sonic Origins? Gets me hyped. The next thing we see is a cutscene of Sonic bouncing on the walls. You hear the springs, he's looking around, and then he sees Amy Rose running, crying for help, being chased by an anonymous, unknown entity. Of course, we all know who it is, Metal Sonic, of course. But what's unique about this is two things. One, we don't have the pink Amy Rose. No, we're getting the classic Amy Rose. This Amy Rose is the canon of the games that they wanted to make. They didn't want Amy Rose to be the fan-obsessed love interest of Sonic in the beginning. They wanted her to become a very important character in the Sonic lore. In the story, she is a princess, okay? And this is the classic style of Amy Rose. And this is how they meet. And Amy Rose is very crucial and important because it's the introduction of Metal Sonic. Not only that, but the second thing is the environment. The environment is the first level of pretty much Sonic CD. So that confirms there that they're going to do animated style sequences of not just the opening scenes of the games, but also zones. Every act in a zone is going to have an action animated sequence. Not every act, but every zone. So after the beginning of one zone and then after a zone, there's going to be animated sequences and things like that. I mean, who knows? There might be animated sequences in each zone of an act. But it's confirmed that they're doing animated sequences before each zone and after each zone. So that means they're doing animated sequences in the opening of the games and the ending of the games and so on and so on. So what does that mean? That means we're going to get more story-driven storytelling of Sonic the Hedgehog. The animated sequences prove one thing. They're just trying to do a narrative storytelling. You see, the trailer shows us that it's going to be a adventure after adventure after adventure in one huge continuous adventure. Unlike the classic games where you play Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and then that ends, the Anniversary Mode is going to continue on into the next game as a over-long gameplay. It's going to stretch from Sonic the Hedgehog 1 to Sonic the Hedgehog CD, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. I know people are like, wait, Sonic CD should be at the end. But It has been confirmed also that Sonic CD is after Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and before Sonic the Hedgehog 2 now. So Sonic CD is right dab in the middle of them. And it makes sense because the gameplay of Sonic CD is similar gameplay of Sonic the Hedgehog. You don't have Tails, you don't have Knuckles or anything like that. So the game, same module, only they did brand new levels of the Sonic the Hedgehog gameplay and create a unique story around it. But what's impressive about this is that the animated sequences are going to help tell specific parts of the lore of the Sonic games. They're not going to go too deep into it, but it's going to be a cool little nod to it. For example, in Sonic the Hedgehog, the instruction manual states that Sonic the Hedgehog's world has been overrun by an evil Dr. Eggman who seeks the 7 Chaos Emeralds, or 6 Chaos Emeralds in the beginning, but now 7, and has captured all of Sonic's creature friends and put them in containers to fuel his evil robot army. And he plans on conquering Mobius and conquering the universe. And Sonic has to stop him. But that's in the instruction manual. Now, the animated sequence can do that, but in animated form. It can start with Sonic running around and seeing Dr. Eggman appearing and capturing the creatures and putting them in containers, and then Sonic lands on Green Hill Zone, and that's how you start the game. Does that make sense? Like, the animated sequences help to jump into the gameplay, and each animated sequence leads into another gameplay of the game, and it helps to create that constructive, canonical sense of one huge continuing game after another. Instead of individual games, it's one longer game, with the animated sequences helping us to get more out of the story of Sonic the Hedgehog. Look at this, for instance. This is probably Sonic the Hedgehog, the first game. The last picture I had was Sonic CD, featuring Amy Rose and Metal Sonic and things like that. And the first level of Sonic CD. This is not the case, though. This is a little different. This is Sonic the Hedgehog, the first game. And the first game is going to have its own story arc. And each story arc within the game is going to have animated cutscenes for every zone. And to me, that's brilliant. It's a brilliant attempt at capturing our own unique mindset of the canon of Sonic. I know what people are saying. Oh, it's not canon. Whatever Sega does, okay, is canon, whether you like it or not. I know people are upset of Sonic's design of his quills and this and that, and people want to design their own theories and their own Sonic the Hedgehog, and then you have Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the movie coming out, and people are already designing their own 3 to look like Shadow, when the original Sonic the Hedgehog 3 logo did not look like that. It looks totally different and this and that. But fans want things to be a specific way that they want it to be, but not the way that it's going to be. And in this case, this is the way it's going to be. This is canon. Whatever Sega does in this case is canon. And this story helps to canonize what's going on in the Sonic origin story. This is the beginning of Sonic. And if you are starting off playing Sonic and not knowing too much about it, you can grab Sonic Origins and do the anniversary mode, and you can get a better understanding of the sense of story of Sonic the Hedgehog better. I don't think there's voice acting in this, but the animations will help create a better visual gameplay story representation than just jumping into the game. Like, what the 3D Sonic games do is they just throw you into the game and you start playing. You don't even know what to do sometimes, and you just start playing. But in this sense, you're not just thrown into the game, you're visually shown what's going on in the game, and then you're thrown into the game. And then that continues on in each zone, in each game, till the beginning and end credits of the games. And that's really exciting because you can pretty much just follow your own the story of Sonic the Hedgehog. and that will help create the canon. And if Sega's smart, the potential can be so much more. They can end up finishing Sonic the Hedgehog 4 and have Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 3 be the conclusion of this overarching story, and then that leads into Sonic Adventure. And if they were able to do Sonic Origins 2, which I hope they do, it's pretty much Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic Heroes, all bundled together in a trilogy collection. So it makes sense to the audience that this is the first arc of this overall story of Sonic's origins, and then this is the modern look of Sonic's story, adventure, and so on and so on and so on. But I like this. I like this look. I like the way Sonic looks. I like the way he's modeled. It's like they're grabbing the classic version of Sonic. They're grabbing the Sonic Adventure Sonic with a little bit of the 06 Sonic, and they're using the Sonic Generations Sonic. They're mixing it together to create this version of Sonic the Hedgehog. And this could very well be a very engaging Sonic for older and newer fans. And that will be very captivating to see in the larger scope and scheme of Sonic's animated story in this. Like, why did they have to do that? They didn't have to, do animated sequences. They could have just done the classic versions and the remastered versions, and that's it. But they chose to do the anniversary mode because it's the 30th anniversary of Sonic, and they wanted to do something special. And this is very special indeed. This is worth grabbing Sonic Origins, because when you play Sonic Origins, you're going to be able to play through the actual story of Sonic the Hedgehog from beginning to end, instead of you assuming, or just playing the game. Once again, people want to play the game Sonic the Hedgehog because of the gameplay. They love the games, right? But more likely than not, it's more suited for also the storytelling. Look at this scene. This scene happens right after Metal Sonic abducts Amy Rose and tries to attack Sonic. Sonic dodges out of the way, and you see this cool little fluid action motion scene. What does that mean? That means that the animated sequences are going to have those smooth action sequences that make Sonic who he is. They're going to give us a real interpretation of Sonic. The way he moves, his actions, his mannerisms, his speed, his unique take and style and flow. And that's really, really great. It brings together that feeling of hope that they can tie this up with Sonic Mania Plus if they want to. And that if they ever want to do Sonic Mania 2, it can go right along with Sonic Origins. Because the same animation sequences on Sonic Mania are the same in Sonic Origins. So whoever was behind the animations of those pretty much are like, hey, I have an idea. Let's do the original games and do an anniversary special edition of of Sonic the Hedgehog games, the 4 games, but let's do animated cut sequences for each game, each zone, and make it unique and cool. Each zone, for example, will be its own unique thing. This is the first zone of Sonic CD. This is the first zone. But there's other zones. In Sonic Hedgehog 1, there's Green Hill Zone. And in Sonic 2, there's the whole Splash Zone or Mushroom Zone. So basically, whatever zone it is going to show Sonic in that zone, interacting in that environment and in that world. And it's going to give us a little bit of hint of what you should do in that world. It's not going to give us a full-fledged guide, oh, this is what you need to do, but it's going to give us a good hint of Sonic being in that world, why he's in that world, and what he's doing, and how he pretty much overcomes the obstacles in that world. So then when you play the gameplay, you kind of have that fluid motion of gameplay that the story is telling us. And again, this is not everyone's cup of tea. But this does work. It does work in the scope of storytelling. And seeing this really makes it clear that the animated sequences are going to help bridge the games that lead into Sonic Adventure. Yes, it's going to be, that's what their goal is. They're trying to bridge the 2D games into the 3D games. And that's brilliantly smart because 2D games are important. Even though people like 3D games, it's 2D games and 3D games that are linked together. And the uniqueness of this animated sequences help to give Sonic importance. And when you have importance in the Sonic lore or Sonic media, you get real fans that really adore and love the gameplay and love the storytelling. This is going to be such a sweet treat to be able to watch these animated cut sequences in the games. Like I'm going to have a fun time playing the games because I want to see every single animated sequence. I want to see all the animated sequences in this game and see how cool they are, what happens in them, and how it affects the story overall. Because the animated sequences that we've seen in the trailer are only a brief sequences. There's going to be more. I don't know how many animated sequences. Like there's 4 games. Most likely there's probably going to be like 10 animated sequences, or maybe 12, or maybe 13 at the most, or 14 at the most, of animated sequence that are involved in the games and overall story structure of the games. Like for example, Sonic the Hedgehog ties into Sonic CD, and it's going to bridge that. And then Sonic CD ties in with Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and it's going to bridge that. And then Sonic 2 ties with Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, and it's going to bridge that. So all those are going to be linked together in one continuing story. And that, to me, is very, very impressive. Like, I'm very appreciative of the Sega really, really trying to appease not just the hardcore fans, but also the new fans too. And doing this style really helps. I mean, look at this. This is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. That's the tornado. And Sonic's on top of the tornado, and Tails is flying that, and we see a robot. That's Dr. Eggman's robot. And the tornado's going to smash right into it. What does that mean? That means one thing. That instead of the sequences that we're seeing in the game, this is what we're going to be seeing. So when you play the classic versions, it's going to be what it is, whatever the gameplay is and how it looks. But when we play the anniversary mode, this is going to be the sequence of Sonic and Tails flying on their tornado, smashing into the robots, and then Sonic going onto the egg carrier that Dr. Robotnik is on before he's, and then Sonic's going to go on top of the egg carrier and then fight the Death Egg robot. So that also confirms that a lot of the cutscenes we're going to see in Sonic that we see in the classic games are going to be transformed into animated cutscenes. You know what I'm saying? Like this scene is straight out of the sequence when when Tails gives Sonic a lift and they're flying, and Sonic is pretty much destroying all the robots and things like that. But in this case, we're going to see a sequence, an animated sequence that goes into that. That's incredible. That's really awesome. And that just to me, that brings so much care into Sonic Origins. The animation makes Sonic important, makes Tails important. And I remember in the classic Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic is falling after destroying the Death Egg carrier, and he's falling, and Tails looks up in the sky and flies the tornado and saves Sonic, and it pretty much paved the way for us to see Tails save the hero of the game. Tails proved that he's a hero himself, that he saved Sonic, that he is Sonic's hero as much as Tails is his hero, right? And that really felt really interesting and cool when I saw it in Sonic the Hedgehog 2's credits. But in this case, we're probably going to see that in animated style, in an animated sequence of Tails looking up in the sky and Sonic is falling, and then Tails flies up and saves Sonic. But we're going to see that. Those little things don't seem that important, but they are. It gives a better fluid destination of the origins of Sonic, the relationship and the bond between Tails and Sonic. It really gives us that feeling like Tails goes on this adventure with Sonic. And not only that, we see it through the animated sequences of Tails meeting Sonic, teaching him the spin dash attack, and then they go off to fight Dr. Eggman and stop him, and things like that. And that, to me, once again, brings in those emotional, nostalgic factors that we don't get anymore. People don't care about the 2D games anymore, and this kind of gives us to care about it more. They really went out of their way to do these animated cut sequences just to give us a better understanding of Sonic the Hedgehog. This is canon. This is the story. This is where it goes from here. And then it evolves later on into whatever it is that they're doing in Sonic Sega franchise. And here we have Tails. Tails with the peace sign saying, hey, I'm here for you, Sonic. Probably to stop Dr. Eggman. Again, Tails is here. It's showing Tails, his kindness, his bravery, his heart, right? And to me, that's fantastic. I mean, we only see Tails and Sonic in 16-bit, but in this style, we see it. We see Tails' heart. We see Tails' mindset. He's ready to help Sonic stop Dr. Eggman, as opposed to we just think about it, or we just try to visualize it in our own mind. And that's cool. You know, we think Sonic should be a certain way through our own minds and imagination, but this, we see it. This is seeing what Tails is, how happy he is, how hungry he is to help his hero, and that he's a fan of Sonic and he wants to help Sonic, and to prove to Sonic he's going to do whatever it takes to help Sonic. And then we got the Death Egg Carrier. Or I like to call it the Death Egg Robot. And that also confirms another thing. Not only are we going to see animated cut sequences for the opening of each game and the credits, not only are we going to see animated cutscenes of before each act zone and after each act zone, and we're also going to be seeing, besides the gameplay animated sequences they're going to do for the gameplay that they show on the characters and stuff, we're also going to see the battle between Sonic versus Dr. Eggman in animated style. Can you just imagine, like, the first level of Green Hill Zone, but it's animated, and we see Dr. Eggman coming in with his robot, and he's using the machine, and he's swinging the ball and chain, and Sonic is fighting the robot and destroys the robot. Dr. Eggman escapes, and then Sonic jumps on the container that holds the creatures, and they break free and they're released, and then Sonic goes off to the next zone after Dr. Eggman. That will be really, really cool to see. And that also will tie into how Sonic is going to go to all these other games in a long continuing adventure. It's going to be like this. So after the end of Sonic the Hedgehog, where Dr. Eggman is fighting Sonic, and he's that final battle of the little tubes that they're going up and down, and Sonic is hitting them and destroys them. Dr. Eggman flies onto his ship, and Sonic hits his ship, and he starts crashing down. But then it's going to lead into Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic CD, where Dr. Robotnik crashes, he leaves, and then he builds Metal Sonic, and then we see Metal Sonic flying around trying to go after Amy Rose, and then Metal Sonic captures Amy Rose and takes off, and Sonic goes after Metal Sonic to stop and rescue Amy Rose, stop Metal Sonic, and defeat Metal Sonic. Then after the whole battle between Sonic versus Metal Sonic, after that, the next sequence we see is Tails meeting Sonic. After Metal Sonic is defeated, Tails sees this and goes up to Sonic as a fan and wants to help Sonic. And Sonic says, all right, let's do this. And then all of a sudden, Dr. Eggman appears again to steal the 7 Chaos Emeralds and trap the other creatures again on a different side of the island. And then Tails and Sonic go off, and then it goes into Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and they do the whole adventures, and there's a bunch of animated cutscenes. And then after that, we get the final act of Sonic falling from the Death Egg carrier, and then Tails sees him, flies a tornado, saves Sonic, and they fly off. And the next thing we know is they find out that Angel Island is being attacked, and we get this. We get the battle of Sonic versus Knuckles in animated style. That's right, we're getting it in animated style. And if you have ever played the games Sonic 3, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Knuckles, in the beginning of Sonic 3, Knuckles is an antagonist at first. And through Knuckles, he's kind of like a burden. In each act, certain things happen, and with each sort of new thing, for example, the Mushroom Hills zone ends up in fire. It ends up in fire. How awesome would it be to see this sequence in animated form? Seeing this zone be turned into fire. Like maybe the battle between Sonic and Knuckles caused a big reaction and an explosion, and then boom, it created a fire. And that is how the next act or zone is, and Sonic has to go through the fire and stuff like that, because that will bring in that connective tissue with using the animated sequences to create those moments of those reactions. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles has probably the best like visual story than the other Sonic the Hedgehog games, because it gives those like real connective like consequences of each zone. Like each zone follows another zone, but that zone, it has a different look and atmosphere based on what happens in the first zone. So that'd be really cool to see animated sequences of those reactions of those zones and how Sonic interacts in those situations and things like that to give it more dynamic. And this sequence shows Sonic versus Knuckles. This is probably the battle that shapes everything up when Sonic and Knuckles are fighting. And this is probably when you fight Knuckles, or maybe before you fight Knuckles, this interaction happens, and then you fight Knuckles, you defeat Knuckles, and then the next immediate animated cut sequence is Dr. Robotnik in animated sequence stealing the Master Emerald and taking off, and then Knuckles allies himself with Sonic, and then together they go off to take on Dr. Eggman and defeat Dr. Eggman once and for all. And then that end sequence would end the final Sonic the Hedgehog arc in Sonic Origins. And to me, that's fantastic. That's brilliant. Like, I don't know about you all, but that's a brilliant way to create a great story and make Sonic important. Not just Sonic, but Tails. Not just Tails, but Amy Rose. Not just Amy Rose, but Metal Sonic. Not just Metal Sonic, but Knuckles. Not just Knuckles, but Dr. Eggman. All these characters are vital to Sonic history. And when you see them in Sonic Origins, this is the introduction of Sonic's adventures. And the anniversary mode really gives it that feel of like this huge quest of Sonic versus Dr. Eggman in a battle to see who is better, Sonic or Dr. Eggman. Of course, Sonic is, because you play as Sonic, but this animated sequence that goes into and ties into the gameplay really brings in that value Sonic lore and makes you wonder and care more about Sonic's like upbringing, his origins. Now, I know a lot of people don't really care for Sonic the Hedgehog classic games, but a lot of people do. A lot of people really love and miss this classic approach of Sonic. They love it. They don't like the 3D games of Sonic. But then again, 3D modern Sonic has really captivated a lot of hearts. They can't play Sonic the Hedgehog classic games. Some of them don't even like the games. They don't even want to play the games. They like, oh, the first level, oh, it's really slow and this and that. So they like playing the 3D games because they're much faster and quicker, and the stories and the voiceovers and voice acting and special effects and sound effects and the visuals look cool and stunning. That's why people like 3D Sonic games. But this animated style sequence cutscenes really help at least give the classic games love, and in that style of that cartoon-esque movie type deal. And I really value that. Again, they wouldn't have done this if they didn't care. They really wanted to package this and do something cool. I mean, there's boss rush mode in this game. Okay, that means you're probably gonna go up against every single boss in every single game and try and beat that high score of every single boss, just one after the other. And who knows how the boss rush mode is going to be. Maybe there's easy mode, medium mode, difficulty, extreme hard mode, supersonic mode. I mean, who knows what the boss rushes can be. Then there's museum mode where you can probably listen to music. Hopefully we can listen to Sonic the Hedgehog 3 soundtrack at least in the museum. I know there was like a complaint about Michael Jackson and him working on the music for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and then it never got made, and it still exists, but they never released it, and this and that. They could release it in the Sonic Origins secret soundtrack. Maybe you just got to win a couple of quests, and then you can unlock it. Who knows? Maybe not. But all in all, this is shaping up to be a good collection. I know there's been other collections in the past and things like that, but this is really, really shaping up to be an exciting collection because of the animated sequences. The animated sequences is the reason why I'm going to go out and buy Sonic Origins in June, because it's going to help create a better approach to the Sonic lore and help create that kind of understanding of the origins of Sonic and how he originated and his early adventures with Tails, Amy Rose, and Knuckles, and the battle between Sonic and Dr. Eggman. And seeing this in animated sequence form, once again, just such a great feeling. It's so cool. I'm excited. I can't wait for Sonic Origins. And I hope you all are too. I hope you're going to grab a copy of Sonic Origins and have fun and enjoy the animated cut sequences and play the classic versions and the remastered versions if you want and things like that. I mean, there's going to be a lot of cool special features in Sonic Origins. And things like that. So my final thoughts on Sonic Origins is this. I know there has been multiple Sonic game collections. There has been Sonic Gem collection, which has every Sonic game on there. I mean, you got Spinball, some games that aren't even out anymore, like Japanese games that aren't even out anymore, that aren't even in compilations. You have also Sonic's greatest hits on the Xbox 360 and the PS4, which represents all the Sega games, but it has a lot of Sonic games like Sonic 3D Blast and games like that and things like that. But it has all the Sonic games: Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 2, Sonic 1, and it has the classic versions of it. And you can also play other games like Streets of Rage and things like that. But you have a lot of collections of Sonic. And what makes this an interesting thing, even though it's, it sucks because a lot of the fans are disappointed in Sonic Origins because of the way it is. Like, people are purchasing certain packs because they have certain features, but then they want other features because they have certain features. Like one feature has that if you get the deluxe edition, you can get like certain things like extra bonus content, and then you have other DLC packs that have like special levels of games and things like that. But it's weird because you have to unlock them, and not only unlock them, you have to buy them and purchase them individually as individual packs. And people are like, man, it's so expensive to just get the game by itself and then get all these different packs. Everyone's spending like $60, maybe even $70 on buying not just the Sonic game itself, but individual packs. And people are disappointed in that. I mean, I know people might not buy Sonic Origins or care because people are going to be like, hey, you know what? I got Sonic Jam collection. I got my own Sonic collection, right? They're just not going to buy it. They're going to be like, you know, I might as well just dust off my GameCube and just play Sonic Jam collection. But here's the thing. The animated sequences actually give a better clarity of the story of Sonic the Hedgehog. It really does. Owning this will give that better constructive story of Sonic the Hedgehog than just a collection. You know, this is not just a collection. This is a anniversary. And as an anniversary, they want to give back to us a certain way. They want us to have a fresh retelling feeling of the classic Sonic games. And the best way to do that is in a 2D animated cutscene sequences that will give us better understanding of the Sonic the Hedgehog lore. But yeah, I mean, that to me will really bring that factor of it. And other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. So those are my thoughts. I talked about every little picture of the video. I talked about what I like and things like that, and what I'm looking forward to, and how it's going to kind of connect in the games, and how it's going to create this cool larger story and things like that. And I'm really excited for the animation sequences of Sonic Origins. It's going to be great to see it. I can't wait just for that and the gameplay on itself. Playing classic games, bringing that back is so exciting to me. But anyways, this video is coming to a close. What do you guys think, once again, of Sonic Origins? Please let me know. Do you like it? Do you not care? If you do care about it and you're going to get it, awesome. 2 thumbs up and things like that. So next time I'm going to do a video of Sonic Frontiers soon. I just saw the video. I'm going to do a reaction again, just like this, and talk about the games and just have my own opinions about it and when I think about it and things like that. And then I also want to do a music video about the music of Sonic the Hedgehog. I have a really good business partner, and he is a musical artist, and I'm gonna give him and show him the music of Sonic, and then we're gonna talk about the music and what songs he likes of Sonic the Hedgehog from his own perspective and things like that, because it would be cool to have his musical sense approach of the music of Sonic the Hedgehog and what that represents to him and what he feels and things like that. I think that'd be really cool to have my business musical friend, have a kind of interview of the music of Sonic the Hedgehog and hear him out on what he thinks about the music and things like that. And yeah, I mean, so much story is in Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm just so happy to be a Sonic fan. I really am. And there's a lot of story in a lot of stuff. So who knows what videos I have up my sleeve. But if you like these Sonic videos, which I like making them, I will do more. I'm going to do analysis videos of Sonic characters. I'm going to do gameplay video games on this channel as well. And I will do more animation video reactions and talks about certain things and like that. So yeah, it's just good to be able to have fun with all of you and talk about awesome things and awesome content like this. And it just feels good to be part of this community and to share my opinions and my thoughts, and for you all to enjoy these videos and have a good time. And yeah, I'm excited for Sonic Origins. I really, really am. Can't wait to play this game. I'll probably do a gameplay of Sonic Origins and do the animated anniversary mode just because of that, and show it off because it's going to be great. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, very much for watching. Please like it and subscribe once again for more videos like these. And thank you all for watching. Bye.